I did not like Jurassic World Rebirth. Is what I would say if I was an absolute chump, okay? I happen to know pretty much half the reviewers on YouTube at least that's my takeaway. What's up, everybody, man? Back. Welcome to a brand new video, and today I'm gonna be reviewing Jurassic Park 7, Jurassic World 4, Jurassic World Rebirth 1, which is the newest Jurassic movie directed by Gareth Edwards, who did Godzilla 2014, The Creator, Rogue One, and which is continuing the Jurassic saga, which just wrapped up a couple years ago with Jurassic World Dominion, but we're back in business with Jurassic World Rebirth. And before I get into the review, I just gotta say, boy, was this the weirdest theatrical experience I've ever had, and I've had some weird theatrical experiences, alright? I went to that Fathom event showing of the thing where they cropped the screen wrong so all the characters' heads were sticking off the frame the whole time. I sat through Skinamarink. I even went to a sold-out showing of Shin Ultraman only to find out that the one other guy in the theater with me bought all the other tickets and he was a vampire. I kid you not! Had vampire teeth and dressed in a cloak. And yet this one takes the cake, alright? The theater was absolutely packed. It's the most packed I've seen a theater in a long time, which was super nice and refreshing. I loved the vibe. But I gotta say, the dude doing tickets was clearly under a lot of pressure because he did not give me my GD Engine badge. He just let me walk away without it. I scanned my ticket. He told me where the theater was and then he didn't give it to me. Then when I found out that they had Engine badges, I asked him for one and he's like, "Oh dude, I gave it away seconds ago." If it wasn't for my friend Emily giving me hers, I would have never gotten one. So thank you, Emily. Then I got that menacing mixed drink based on the Dilophosaurus, which they were selling at AMC theaters, and it was premium. It was really good. Then the audience got very vocal and very spooked when all of a sudden the Odyssey trailers started playing before Jurassic World. Everybody started thinking we were watching the wrong movie, or maybe the trailers were stuck on an infinite loop. Then as the movie starts, this dude takes a picture of the title card screen with the flash on, and dude didn't have any shame. It wasn't like a quick flash and then he puts his phone down. He held it there, and I believe he took a second one. The flash went off, and then it felt like it went off again, and it just lingered forever. Then, right during the movie, right when they get to the Jurassic Island, during this Spinosaur attack, like right as they're about to make it, the screen goes black, the lights come on, and this creepy alarm kicks on. Their fire alarms at AMC are very creepy. It's not like they hit you with like a "There's an emergency. Please evacuate the building. Stay calm." So we're waiting outside. We get back in the theater. False alarm. Then they kick on the movie after quite a long wait, and they skipped like 10 full minutes of the movie. We just skipped 10 minutes right to when they're on the island. We like missed tons of context. They leave the lights on for like 5 more minutes. The entire audience is just yapping over it. Like no one's engaged anymore. They turn the lights off, and then randomly, like 5 minutes later, after 10 minutes of sitting through the movie, the screen goes black again, and they rewind like maybe 10 minutes before where we had ended. So now we're picking right back up with the Mosasaurs. And then the rest played out normally. It was just so odd. And I won't let any of that influence my review. For my non-spoiler thoughts for Jurassic World Rebirth, I just want to say I did really like it. I really liked it. I thought it was a very good movie. I thought it was very entertaining. I don't actually really have like any critiques of the movie that stick out to me, other than the same critiques I guess I've had for the last Jurassic movie as well, which is just missed potential, like things that I wished they had spent more time on that they didn't spend a lot of time on. I suppose I have one pretty big critique I'll get into in spoilers. On the whole, like, I really don't have a ton of complaints about this film. I found the plot of the movie to be pretty interesting. Without giving too much away, it's about a group of characters who has to travel to a new Jurassic Island in order to collect dinosaur DNA because it holds the key to a miracle drug, which could cure diseases. In doing so, things go wrong and dinosaurs attack. I actually found it to be a pretty compelling plot, if a little cliche. I feel like I've seen similar plot lines to that a couple times now, so it felt a little bit like an obvious setup, but I still liked it a lot, and it led to very entertaining sequences, and it was a good way to get us to engage with different types of dinosaurs than we're used to. The pacing for the movie was really quick and efficient with interesting world building. It's not the type of world building I wish we had gotten. I'm still living in the aftermath of us never truly following up on Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Like, hey, dinosaurs are out there in the real modern world right now, and this movie barely builds upon that. Dominion spent the first act doing a fantastic job at that before pivoting into a brand new plotline and just dropping all of that. So that was a bummer, but I was happy with the world building that was here. The characters I did think were a lot of fun. I could see a lot of people maybe thinking they're a little like annoying just because they're kind of quippy, but I felt like they were very toned down from how the trailers made them seem. The trailers made them seem like they were joke machines, and I didn't think that was an issue at all. I had no issue with the comedy in this film, and I think the characters are very entertaining and compelling. I don't know if I think they're more compelling than the previous cast, like no one will ever top the first cast of Jurassic Park, but on the whole, like I think they probably equal the cast of the Jurassic World movies. I really like Owen Grady and Claire. I think they're great, but I think that this cast was probably on par with them. They're a different type of cast though. The dinosaurs were great. I liked all the dinosaurs. I feel like there's a little less dinosaurs than there typically are in some of these movies, or at least they were more spread out, which makes them feel like maybe there's not as many, because now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of think there was probably more dinosaur scenes in this than a lot of the other Jurassic movies, or at least some of the other Jurassic movies. But I kind of liked it because it made it a much more focused movie. We were a lot more focused on the plot, the goals, and the characters, and I liked that a lot. But the dinosaur sequences that are there, I think are really engaging and really fun. The action sequences were pretty thrilling. There were in fact 2 of them that really made my heart start pumping. That was pretty fun. So I really liked the action. This movie is not an action movie in the way that the Jurassic Worlds were, where the Jurassic World movies were like all focused on action. They were action movies first and foremost. This movie is an adventure film first and foremost, and so I think that might be one of the disconnects people are having with it. And here's my overall summation on it. My last bit of spoiler-free thoughts. I had a really good time with this movie. I really liked it, but I also went into it expecting it to be something very similar to what it wound up being. I feel like generally speaking, the mainstream, the public doesn't really like these Jurassic movies, and I don't understand when they'll figure that lesson out. Like, these are billion-dollar movies. They make $1 billion, and I think people like them enough, but every time a Jurassic movie comes out, I feel like I'm only seeing negative reviews of it. At least it's been that way with Jurassic Park 2 and 3 and Jurassic World 2 and 3. There's 2 Jurassic movies that people were like very positive on when they came out, and that's Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. When are you gonna figure out that maybe you're just not all that into dinosaurs? If you're into dinosaurs, if you're into adventure films, if you're into that type of fantasy, I think you'll really like this movie. This movie is a very good Jurassic adventure, but it is very different than the others. The original Jurassic Park is never going to be matched. It is a perfect film. It's brilliant from start to finish. It's an incredible script, an incredible concept. It's just a perfect movie. The Lost World Jurassic Park, I enjoy enough. I think it's got a lot of issues with it, but I enjoy it. I know a lot of people really like Jurassic Park 3. It's not my favorite. I still like it. That one's a little more meandering to me. It doesn't have as much of a point. Jurassic World, I really enjoy. I really like the first Jurassic World. I think it's a very good development on the ideas from that first film, while taking it basically in a brand new tone, taking the tone of the first and third movie, which was really adventure horror, and merging it with the second movie, which was more like adventure action. Now we step into an action adventure film. And that's how the Jurassic series has been since. Like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I feel like was action adventure, and Dominion was kind of an adventure action movie. Well, now we're kind of stepping back into that original adventure horror tone. And so it's a very different type of movie. So people who were looking for a Jurassic World type movie, I don't think they're gonna get it. People who wanted the Jurassic Park thing, this movie is not Jurassic Park. It's a very different premise. It's a very different plot. It's also a very different script, and we're never going to recapture the perfection that was Jurassic Park. So quit holding it to that standard and accept it as just part of the ongoing series. And as part of the ongoing series, I think this is probably the best Jurassic sequel. I'm really kind of struggling because I really like Jurassic World, the first one. I don't know which one I liked more between Jurassic World Rebirth and Jurassic World. I think I probably liked Rebirth more because it felt so fresh and original. We're not on a park. We're not doing the park thing. We're kind of doing a similar vibe to Jurassic Park 3, which is like stuck stranded on the dinosaur island, but we're really leaning into that this is a dinosaur island, and we're kind of skipping the meandering plot that I feel like 3 had. Like there's a purpose, they have goals, they have a mission, they know where they're going, they know what they're doing. It's very different in that it feels very objective driven, where 3 feels more like they're wandering looking for that kid, and then they're wandering looking for a way out. So that's why I really like this one. I feel like it really works. If you like the other Jurassic movies beyond 1 and Jurassic World, I think you'll like this one. If you only like Jurassic Park, you're probably not gonna like this one. If you only like Jurassic Park and Jurassic World 1, you're probably not gonna like this one. It's not like those movies, and it's not trying to be. I think that's the big disconnect people have, because everybody wants it to be like the first Jurassic Park, and we're never gonna get the first Jurassic Park again. We're just not. And I'm happy that this movie does something very new. So I highly recommend it for people who like action, adventure, fantasy, and for people who kind of like to dip their toes into horror, and especially if you like dinosaurs and monsters. I very much recommend it for people like that. That's where I'll leave you for this one, you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll upload my spoiler review as fast as possible, get my spoiler thoughts out there. There's a lot that I could bite into and talk about there that I think would be fun, so I'll try and get that that out right away, but that's my general thoughts. I'm not gonna give it necessarily like a rating out of 10. For now, I'm just gonna say I really liked the movie. I think at the moment I'd probably rank it as my second favorite of the Jurassic saga. As far as Gareth Edwards goes, I've really only seen a couple, so I'd probably put it above Rogue One, but below Godzilla. I really liked the movie. I thought it was very good. I was fully engaged from start to finish, and the only other like real critique I can really get into and unpack, I'll have to talk about in my spoiler video. But what did you think? Have you seen Jurassic World Rebirth? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please comment down below. I'm very curious to hear what you guys think. Are you guys part of the hate train? I know there's quite a few people online who just didn't get this movie or didn't vibe with it, but I also know a lot of you guys really did like the movie, so I'm very curious to hear what you guys think. Comment down below and let me know. As always, I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons over on Patreon. It is through the support of the patrons on Patreon that I'm able to continue to make videos like this for you. If you want to support the Patreon, you can use the link in the description below where you can get early access to content, access to the Discord community, and more. If that's not your thing, please consider joining as a channel member. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you all next time for the next one. D-Man out.